Can you hear me? Well, how come there's, hello? Hey, how you doing? Can you hear me? I think you're muted. Oh, how come there's two of you? What in the world? You have your mic on? What? I think your mic is still muted. I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
You got a lot of echo.
Why is that happening? Can you hear me?
It says your camera has been off.
I can hear you, but there's like a very bad echo. Can you unmute the other one? It's really bad. Why is that like a really bad echo? Hello?
Yeah.
Did you turn off the other guy? Why is that happening? Are you able to unmute the other one? Not this guy. Not this one right here.
Okay. I think let me come back in.
Okay. Yeah. I think it's just the other one. What about this one? Can you unmute this one? Why can't do you have a mic on this one? I think if you unmute this one, I think it's fine, but I don't know if you can. Can you unmute it? Unmute audio. Oh, there you go. I can hear you now. I think it's better. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Now you're not echoing.
Yeah, there's no echo now. What happened?
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I don't know. Just don't use the other one. The one that was like.
Yeah, I think the other one was on, and that's why it was showing like there were 3 people. Like.
I do that sometimes when I'm doing like my iPad.
Gotcha.
Yeah. How's everything?
Well, I'm all right.
That's good. Yeah. Were you able to look at the? So we didn't get a chance to cover like what I sent you, but was it good?
Like today?
Homework 2?
Homework 2.
Yeah, like all those commands from homework 2.
Yeah, they were good, but I need to contact the professor. Where did you go again?
How come?
Why am I having this page?
Huh?
Hold on.
Okay. Can you see me?
Put it there. Okay, now I can see.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So were you able to turn in your homework too?
Yes, I did, but the professor didn't see my number 4 and number 5 because you remember how they had like some weird answer like this, no text for this, that, this, that, this, that.
Okay.
So So what I did is I put them in number 3, but I separated them and say problem 3, problem 4, and problem 5. And when we met the other time with him, I told him about it because I had no place where to put it, but I think he forgot. So I will have to.
Yeah, just try to contact him.
Yeah.
And make sure you get full credit because that one wasn't that wasn't a bad assignment. I think that was the easy one.
Yeah, because if not for those two, everything was correct.
Oh, okay. Yeah, make sure you get those right.
And even the answers he was trying to put on the comment.
Yeah.
That's exactly the answers you got. So
that's good.
So I should have my credits in full.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, probably. Did you want to cover that first, or you want to cover homework 3? When does homework 3 due?
Well, let's do homework and then get it in because it was due Friday. But I already told him Friday that I didn't have it. So.
Okay. Let's just actually you want to share a screen? I think it'll be better.
Okay.
Because I think my Python is not working well.
Okay. Mine is working. It's already up.
Okay. Let's take a look. I did look at the slides you sent me. Is that only number 3? Are we only doing number 3?
No, it was all number 1, 2, 3, 4. I returned number 5 because I was gonna do it. This one
that you have right here.
Yeah, but number 3, the reason why I sent you a note is because he said that we don't use the old Excel, we use this one. So that's why I stressed on it.
Oh, on this one?
Yeah, like we just copy and paste.
On which one? Number 3 or this guy?
Number 3. Where's your class?
Homework 3, right?
Yeah, homework 3.
Okay. What are the questions though? Can I see the questions?
Yes, those are the questions I can show.
Let's go. Let's look at the questions first. I don't know what number.
Gotcha.
All right. Let's see.
So.
One more. Okay. This on week 3. All right, let's see. It's 5 questions. That's good. You're asked to develop a predictive model using big data. Oh, this is just outlining. So you're just gonna write something?
I don't even know what to write because I don't understand what he's talking about.
Okay, let's try to interpret it. You're asked to develop a predictive model using this big data. Suppose this big data has 5 million rows and 1,000 columns. So it's 5 million by 1,000. Please outline your approach to get the best insight out of this data. I would say, well, it's probably related to something. Develop a predictive model. What is this week's curriculum? Like, what did you guys talk about? It's probably related to something you guys talked about. He wants you to talk.
Yeah, let me go there.
Yeah, you have slides for this? Maybe you could just look at the slides.
Yeah, I got slides.
Versus like the video. I can probably interpret the slides like quicker.
Yeah,
predictive model. I'm thinking that he's talking about.
Okay, so when you
linear regression, maybe. Oh, okay. So it's right here. Emerging data technologies. The reading. Is there are there slides?
Yeah, the readings are the slides.
Okay, let's look at that one.
This one?
Yeah. So big data. Okay.
Yeah, this one we had this thing here. So
he doesn't have it. Oh, it's a book.
Yeah, it's a book.
Do you have that PDF?
No, he didn't do the PDF. Let's see here. Handbook.
Larger data stream processing. Can I go back to the other one? So, I mean, it's kind of vague to say. Like, what do you mean, like, predictive of big data? You could do so many things with it. try go back to
to which one?
Week 3.
This one right here. That's week 2.
Let's look at week 3.
Week 3 starts at module 5.
What about part, let's see. Did you already send me this on the DBS? That looks like the SQL one, yeah. You sent me that one, right?
Yeah, I sent you that one.
What is it? Okay. What about the bottom one? The overview.
The overview.
What about web scrapping? What is that one? Click on that web scrapping.
Oh, this
That's the
thing.
reading, yeah.
I was reading it, and
There's no slides.
so I was just listening to the video. He was.
I'm probably thinking that you can probably just filter the data. That's like one thing you can do. Go back to that question again. I just want to see it.
Okay. So the question is.
That's about a predictive model using big data. This one, yeah. So I would probably filter it first. The big data, I would filter it, and and then from that, like kind of like analyze different columns and how they relate. That's probably like something you could write. Big data.
Yeah, he's talking about this big data.
But does that make sense? Like what you would do?
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Yeah, what I would probably do is here, you can write this down. This is actually really easy. What I would do is establish business objective of a predictive model. Like that's number one. And just kind of just like write these down and kind of like search online if you can find something in it.
Mm-hmm.
Just put number one, establish business objective of a predictive model.
Establish business objective.
Yeah, of a predictive model. Yeah, did you write it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then the second thing is pull historic data, internal and external. And let's see. And third is select observation and performance window. Okay.
Select observation
and performance window. And then the next one is number 4, create newly derived variables.
Create?
Yeah, create newly derived variables.
Right. Okay.
And the next thing is split data into training, validation, and test samples.
Into training and?
Training and validation and test samples.
Did you say training and there's something I'm not getting?
Training, validation, and test samples.
Oh, training, validation.
Yeah.
And test sample.
Okay. And number 6, clean data, treatment of missing values and outliers.
Okay, treat data and then you cut off and then something.
Treatment of, which one? Clean data, treatment of missing values and outliers. Okay, let me see.
So that's to clean the data. That's what the treatment of missing values and outliers is all about.
Yeah. Why don't I just send this to you? This is actually if I send this to you, just go to it because it tells you exactly what you have to do for this one.
Okay.
Just go on this website and it tells you like the very best. Like you can go through it. The steps are there, and then you can also expand on it if you want.
Well, you just told me that. Like you can show me the.
Yeah, just go on it, and then cause this one is a very common question. Like it's like a question that you have to expand on. Okay. What about number 2?
Okay, so move number 2.
Let's look at number 2.
Okay, number 2 is asking, suppose you want to join the invoice table with the customer table. Your choice is either the left or the outer join. Explain the difference in your results. Are they the same or different, and why?
Suppose you want to join the invoice. He's talking about the same tables, right?
Yeah, he's talking about the same tables.
And then your choice is to either left or outer join. There's a difference. Here. This is the merge one, or merge or join. Let's see. I have to look at the Python command merge using left. Where does it say there? Merge or join. Using command join using left. Outer. You guys talk about join and merging data frames.
Yes, and I've read that thing a million times, and I don't know where to start with that thing. I was just go to other internet, checking internet and stuff.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna here in the chat. Here's some things that that you can write. Let me just enumerate them actually.
Mm-hmm.
So like this one is only talking about the left join,
Mm-hmm.
left and outer. Let's see.
The left or the outer join.
Yeah, there's an outer. Yeah, left and outer join.
Yeah, left or outer join.
There's inner join, right and left. I think inner isn't left the same. Left is the same. Yeah. Left outer or inner. There's no right. Yeah, you're not talking about anything about the right one. Yeah, there's no right.
No, it didn't say, and it didn't say if it is inner left or.
But there's different ones that's like. I'm just gonna send you like there's like 4 different ones that you can do.
Okay.
And then here you go. Here's the chat. Do you see it? No, 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Let me see here.
So like there's the inner join and there's the left outer join. And then there's the right outer join. And there's even the full outer join. Like if you do these ones, you can just explain. It says explain the difference in your results. You can just define what they are. Like you can say like the left one or the inner. When he says left,
Yeah, he says left.
I think he means this one right here. This is the left one. The number two. And if you're talking about outer, it's number 4. Did you see the chat that I sent?
I have a chat here. Yeah, the chat is here. For
Yeah,
the
do you see it?
for number 2.
The group chat. Do you see the group chat in Zoom? I sent you something.
Yeah, you have here the e-modeling interview questions.
What about the inner merge and outer merge?
Yeah, it has inner merge, outer merge.
Yeah, just so look at those ones, and then figure out like what the answer for this is. Yeah.
Okay.
And if you need more info, just look at this website. If you need more info, just look at this website. Okay. All right. So this one should be good, huh? Oh, there you go.
I wanted to open something new, like a blank document where I can put this.
Just copy and paste it somewhere.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna save it. I think you sent a new message. That has to do with the Shanghai.
Okay. Oh, you have so many of those.
Yeah, I think I should have put them in one page.
You should put them all in the same.
It's gonna be a lot.
Yeah.
Is there
Put,
anything you sent before that?
you're putting it in the header.
Even I don't know why the header is there to begin with, because I don't need it.
Click on the bottom. Click on the bottom. If you click on the bottom, yeah. There you go. That's the irregular one.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, let's look at the other questions.
Okay, so the other questions. So that's number 2.
Yeah, does that make sense? Like just look at the answers and just compare them. Question 3, write an SQL structure query language query that will join the invoice table. Start together. Please call this table ICPS. Oh, you have to sort them. Okay. All right, we have to you have to go to Python. Try open Python. Copy this thing first, what you have right now. The question 3, we can do it.
Where's my Anaconda? Sorry, my Jupyter.
It's in there. Try go back to your Google Chrome or whatever you had. Right there, the home page. Go to the top. It says home page. That one, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's that guy. Go to where desktop, I guess, or wherever you want to open. Go to desktop.
Which one?
Oh, it's in here. Like you can just start a new one. So just start a new file on the top right. It says new. Click on new and then Python 3. All right, let's start writing some code. Let's see.
Because he told me that I was gonna copy and paste, but when I copied and pasted the thing he sent me, I was getting nowhere.
It's fine. So what we should do is just type. Okay, so for this, try to comment these guys out. Try to put a hashtag in the front.
Here?
Yeah, so that it doesn't get run. Hashtag it. Put a pound sign. A pound sign. A pound sign.
Oh, like a bunch. Oh, got you.
The number one. You know what I'm talking about, right? The hashtag symbol.
Mm-hmm. Where is it now? I see it all the time.
Is it? There you go. You found it.
Mm-hmm.
Do the same thing for the other ones. All right. So I just want this here so that we know what we're doing. All right. Can you put in another code block? So click the plus sign. Click the plus sign.
A plus sign?
Yeah, it's next to the. You see the symbol up top. It says file, and then edit. You see that file and edit. There's a plus sign right on the left.
This one right here.
Yeah, click on that. Yeah. Okay. So in this first one right here, the very first thing we usually do is we import things, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I guess just import pandas as PD for this one.
Okay.
So import pandas, right?
I'm gonna say import
Okay.
panda.
Do you have the you have your the one that you sent me, right? The slides.
Yeah, the slides I sent you.
Yeah, just go to, I think, which number is this? I think it's slide number 3, the import libraries. Just look at that and import everything from there. The first one says import pandas as PD.
How do I go back to that file?
Let me see. You had it. It's like right there, I think.
Or you talking about the ones I sent you last time for week 2?
Yeah, just that one. Yeah, look at that one.
No, week 2 he said.
No, not week 2, week 3.
Week 3.
Yeah. The one that you sent me. You sent me something.
Yeah, I sent you the lecture.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about.
Okay. This one right here.
Yeah, go to page 3. It's everything that you need to put. Import all these guys. Yeah. I mean, you could technically copy all of them.
Start from here.
From the top. Yeah, like all of it, all the way to the bottom.
Why do you get copy stuff?
I would probably just type all of them. That's the thing with this one. I would probably just type them. Like each one, type each one.
Well, if I type, then
like in not this one, like in a Python. Let me see if you can you copy it?
Because I can only copy. No, I can't even find the other stuff.
Should I go back to that one?
That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for Jupyter.
Yeah, go back to Jupyter. Should be that first one. Whoa, what happened?
I think something came down.
Oh, okay, so you could copy it. I think it's better if you actually type it. You know why? Because then you can remember the commands.
Okay, but it's gonna take a while.
It's fine. I mean, that's the thing. Like, if you copy it, you won't remember it.
Okay.
Can you see it though? Like, do you have a copy of it?
No, I don't. And let me print it. That way I can copy. I can write. I can.
Yeah, it's good if you have a copy of it, or like put it on a different screen.
Yeah, let me just print it.
I always see that like it's better to type it from
Yeah,
scratch.
that way I get used to it.
You get used to it, yeah. Because this one is important.
Yeah, because he actually emailed me the stuff. He told me just go ahead, copy this and paste it in there.
Yeah, I wouldn't paste it. I would just, because then at the same time you'll know, like, if you get errors, then we can debug it.
Yeah, this will happen so I can remember. You know, I've been looking for Panda the whole time.
Huh?
I've been looking for Panda. You know where I've been looking? Yeah, you know where I've been looking for pandas?
Where?
Everywhere.
What is this, like a panda's what? This kind of panda?
Yeah, this panda that you told me to type.
Like, yeah, pandas is the pretty much the.
He didn't explain it the way you did.
He didn't explain it. That's like the most important thing.
Yeah, so I've been looking for panda the whole time. Because he told me just copy this, paste it into And
Yeah.
then I was like, someone's expecting to find something. Let me grab the title.
That's good. I mean, like, we can cover it more. I actually have like a whole module of pandas if you want. We can probably talk about pandas more if he doesn't cover it. Let's see.
Let's see.
You got it?
All right. Yeah, so we'll go to page. Okay, so that's page 9.
All right.
Oh, it's oh, it started with the last. Oh, it starts with the last ones.
What is that?
Oh, it starts with the last pages coming to the first pages.
I don't know why it does that.
Okay, let's see.
Okay, let's go back to Python. You could just print all of them, right?
Yeah, I was printing all of them. But then I came with the first one. I thought that's where the first pages were. And it turns out the first pages are, it starts with the last page to the first one.
That's weird.
And that's how it was said.
Did you print it? Hmm.
I'm back.
Hey, did you print it?
Yeah, but it didn't print correctly. It didn't print good.
Try to let me see. Try go back to the print. I want to see what happened. Try right click print. Go to print. Let me see. Before you click on print. Let me see what's going on here. Let me see. Print on both sides. So all pages. That should be good. Yeah. 18. Did it print all 18 sheets?
Yeah, but some of them are not clear. Some of them are very good.
Are they cut off?
Yes, cut off.
Okay, go down. Scroll down. Scroll down to the side on the left. Yeah. And more settings. Click on more settings. Yeah, that one. Yeah. Go down. Go to, let me see. Right there. Scale. Scale it to like 80%. The scale right there, yeah. Scale it to 80%. 80 or 75.
80, can you put it 80?
Just put 80. 80. Yeah. I think you should be good.
Okay. Yeah, this page didn't come right.
Some of they get cut off, yeah?
Yeah, it's one page that is cut off like that.
Yeah, that's why you have to scale it down.
You see it?
I don't see it. Let me see. Let me see.
You see it?
Why is it like that?
I don't know. The rest of the other pages are good. Look at it.
Let me see the other pages.
Yeah, look at that. It's very clear.
What the hell?
Very clear. Look at this.
Okay. I guess it doesn't matter. It's maybe the printer. Maybe there's something wrong.
Or maybe the ink is running low. Maybe.
Yeah, you have more ink.
Yeah, but now this store is fine. This store is fine. I'm gonna get that to them tomorrow.
Okay.
Actually, tomorrow is Wednesday.
If that's the case, we can just do like a double screen. We can just do side by side.
Okay.
Why don't we just do that one, a side by side? Try to share a screen and then like let's do double screen.
Okay. Mm.
Let me see. Did you double screen it?
Mm.
I don't see your screen. That's why.
Can you see my screen?
Can you share a screen? Yeah, you didn't share it yet.
Oh, okay.
Let's go. Okay, now I see your screen. Okay, yeah, just put it on the side, on the left. Like the PDF, put it on the left side.
With the PDF on the left side.
Yeah, like the one that we're looking at. That guy, yeah. Put that on the left side. Like drag it. Like click on the top. Here, let me try see if I can. Click on the top and drag it to the left. Drag it all the way to the left. Let me actually let me do this one. I've done this.
Okay.
Usually mine does like if can I okay, I can control it. Okay. Usually when I do this, it just does that.
Oh, okay.
And then like where's your other guy? And then this is what I meant.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead. So yeah, you should just like copy the whole thing.
Okay.
No, but like type it. I'll type it really fast.
Okay, got you. Okay, so okay, so I'll go to the next column.
I like it because he's actually giving you guys some comments. So like if you save this, you could use this for your exam or something.
Oh, okay, got you.
So what you're doing here, we've done this many times, right? Like you just import and then whatever you put as that's what you're gonna use. Do you know the difference between the import as and then the
Between?
fact? No, do you know the difference between the import as and from import?
No,
So when you do like from and then numpy import, uh, you're importing the function. So you're like after this what you're writing right now, you're importing all the functions. And then when you just do import and then what is this matplotlib, you're trying to import the whole module. Or so this is as, right? Import as PLT. From, I think it's like from matplotlib.
I think I did that already. Well, this one right here.
What is
Yeah.
that one?
From.
Let's just see.
Yeah.
From matplotlib import pyplot.
Yeah, from. You're right.
Yeah. Yeah. When it turns green. So when it turns green, that means it's correct. Like try to subtract the import. So from import, take away import. The first one.
This one?
No, not that one. The line number 10. Yeah, the first import, not the from. Take away the first import.
This one?
Yeah. There you go.
Matplot. Okay.
But then pyplot. I think we see pyplot. I think you're missing a P there for pyplot.
You're right.
Let me see. Why is the first one not? It doesn't look like the first one is correct. Line number 9.
Line number 9.
Yeah. Try to take that out. Line number 9. I think it's just take that out. Number 9. Something's wrong with that one.
This one right here.
Yeah. Just take that one out. So something's wrong with that. There you go. See the from is green now.
So just leave it at number 10.
No, I think it's better if you just
I
copy it
move it.
exactly. So that's what you have right now, yeah.
Okay, thank you. Why are some having period and others don't?
Because the ones with the period is a comment. It doesn't run. The one with the period, it's a comment.
Ah.
Yeah, the one with the hashtags is like the sea blue looking text. It doesn't run. That's just any comments for you to make sense of like what's so like this next things right here. This is pretty much when you put a comment, you're just pretty much explaining to the user what you're gonna do next. That's PLT. Yeah, that's good.
And then percentage.
This next thing right here, what it allows you to do is instead of having pyplot output the graph in another window, it will output it inside the same window.
Then this is a comment.
Yeah.
Huh, how did this thing get up there?
I don't know what happened. Yeah. Sometimes it does that.
Hi.
Try to delete that one, and I think you have to put it in the bottom. You have to put it at the bottom. Where is that supposed to be?
I don't know where these things came from now.
Seaboard is based. Try to scroll to the left. Let me see. Matplotlib. Seaboard. Yeah, right there. I think that right there.
Oh,
I don't know.
why? It's going up again.
Okay, there you go.
Okay, so that's fine.
Man, you're importing so many things in this one. I don't know why. I think you probably only need the last two.
Oh, really?
But let's just do it. We'll just import everything.
So we need to import, that's import now. Import
Import math. Let's say import math. Import Seaborn SNS. Import stat. What about the import stat one?
which one?
Import stat.
Let's see, import maths, import
Stat. Statistics, yeah. There's two import math there, that's why. I think that there's an import stat before that.
Yeah, this, oh yes, you, oh,
There's another one, yeah. Import stat.
okay, so import math, so I should go back.
Yeah.
And then import stat.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay. So try running it. Try to run the whole thing. No module named pandas. Oh, it's not panda. It's try to go back to that one. Line 2.
Okay, this
Line,
one,
it's in line 2.
this one.
Go back to the up top. Yeah, that's the error. That's why.
Okay, this one.
Yeah, change panda to pandas. Put an S, and then run it again.
What's the result?
There's no result. You're just trying to import everything. So that's the first thing you do, because you're gonna use the equations. Okay, now
Oh,
let
so if everything is correct, then I don't see anything at the bottom like that.
for this one you're just importing the functions.
Okay.
All right, let's move on to the next one.
Why is this thing here?
What does it say?
Call last streets back most recent call last something.
Import error. Okay, try go back to. Is there like a? I thought man was. Try go click on this guy. Let me see. Let me see what it says. Oh, it's mean. It's mean, yeah. It's import man. It's it's mean.
Oh boy, this is serious. I did not put the A. Okay.
The man one put the mean. Change it to mean.
So I changed it to mean.
Yeah. And then run that one again.
Okay. And then what else? Okay, now I don't see anything at the bottom.
Okay, now look at the next one. Right here, this next one.
This one right here.
This guy, yeah.
So type this one here.
Type this one, but then before you oh whoops. You know how like it has this link right here? This link?
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you find where this file is. Where's your file? This guy, the invoice, product and customer, and store. Can you find that first?
Okay. I think it's this one here. I think it starts from here.
Go back to the top. I think it's the first one. The first one.
This one right here.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah. Where can you look for that one first? The spreadsheet. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was. I
No,
think
but
it's
like, remember the spreadsheet that you sent me?
the old one, or you talking about
Yeah, the old one. Yeah, the one with the invoice and the stuff that you sent me. Remember for homework 1
for homework 2 or something?
or homework 2? Yeah.
I thought you said we should discard that one.
You still need the data. You know, the database spreadsheet. You still need those ones.
Okay. Then those ones I can get them from homework. I think it was homework 2.
If you look over here, that's what it's doing. If you look over here in this next one right here, this guy,
Mm-hmm.
it says read Excel. It says, see, call them each IPS. Yeah, I mean it's reading it. Read Excel. The thing is, let me see. And this one, he wants you to create this SQL database. Did he give you guys this one? The ICPS data DB?
Yeah, I have the because I thought it was we were to copy this one, whatever he had here on this thing.
Yeah, but then like it's his connection. It's his computer. It won't work because whatever you put in here is
It's his.
specific to his computer.
Okay, so then
Yeah, you have to actually like look for your own file. Yeah, but then let's do the first one first, right? Let's do the first one. Where's the Excel files?
okay, let me open the Excel files. That's for my project. That's this one right here, and this one, and this one, and this one. So we don't know. This is not one here. Okay, so that's one. That's invoice. Then we go to
Okay, I think that's the one, right?
here. There is product here. Then the customer. Okay, so we have all the three of them.
Yeah. So save those some like in your desktop maybe somewhere.
Okay.
And then like try to change the name back to like without the one. I think that the name had a one in it somehow.
Or to change it to print.
Change it to like the original name without the one, the parentheses one. Yeah, there you go.
I don't think I changed this one. Product. Customer.
All right, did you save all of them?
Product. Let's see.
Okay, just replace that one, yeah.
Oh, so now it has 02, 03 for products, so they don't have the same.
Okay, here's.
Okay.
All right, you done?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so where are they? Are they in the desktop?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Let's try find the link of where they are. We need to let's go to maybe File Explorer. There you go, File Explorer, and then do you know where that would be?
File Explorer.
Did you save them in your desktop?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Where is it in here? I don't see it.
No, I saved a PC, so that should be on the desktop.
You have to look for where they are because we need that link.
Let me see. $75. Yeah, saved on PC.
Try to look for it. I don't know where that is. Where is that one? Try move them to your desktop. I think that'll be easier.
Okay.
Yeah, just move them in here so that it's easy for us to navigate. Okay.
So I put the rest to the desktop.
Yeah. Okay. You could just move it, right? This one. I'm looking at what you're doing right now. You're saving it again?
Yeah, the invoice one.
Okay. You could technically just move it, but okay. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, this is much faster.
Mhm.
Okay, and then like yeah, try to. Okay, so this is two of them. Okay. Okay, so product, customer. Is there the one the sales one or whichever one the store?
We had one for store.
He had it on his. I don't know if you guys had that one.
Let me go to my downloads. Mm, invoice product. Let me check it on the homework thing.
You know the way he has you guys like where he places his files is kind of disorganized. Like he puts it like he should just put like a place where you guys can download everything.
Yeah, he puts them like.
He puts them all over like you have to scavenger hunt for it.
I think it was. I think it's this one. Oh, that's week one. Oh, sorry. I don't need no week one. Oh, let's look at it. That's the one. And five, two. Okay, so here you are.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, he does have it.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, so
Okay, I think we have it complete.
okay.
Okay. All right. So for these ones, try. Let me just check something first. Let me see. Data. Okay. Is this the same guy?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's put this one out. Let's put it here. This one can go. All right. That's good. So I think a way to look for these guys, because we need the link, is I guess we could just type it like this, and then oops, it's not. All right, so this guy, it's probably this one. Let's do this. I can probably just type this because I don't want to run out of time.
Okay.
I'll just type this. What we would do here is import the four files: invoice, customer, product, and store. Call them each ICPS. So, like, I guess we're gonna import the files from Excel to the Panda in Python. So I think I is the one where he wants this to be the income one, or invoice rather. The
Invoice.
read Excel, and whatever you put in here needs to be this guy. But it's like a little weird because if you look over here in Python, you have to put in like double of the bars. So let's take a look at it. So you know how you have this guy? He wants you to do this in like this. And let's see. This one is gonna be, what was the name of that?
Is the invoice, the customer, and product, and then product.
I'm just gonna copy the whole thing. All right, so let's see. And yeah, this whole thing needs to be a string. And, I mean, I guess you could technically put whatever he wants you to do here. Let's just see if that's the same one. Sheet name, invoice, data. That's the sheet name in Excel. Then header is like the first one. So let's see if this one works. Oh, yes, it works. And then to visualize it, you just put this guy. So it's inside now here. It's inside.
All of it.
Yeah. And
All the time.
that's technically what you have to do, is to do, I'm just gonna copy this whole thing for the other one. So you do this for all 4 of them. And then just say like C and then PD. Let's see. So this next one right here. Customer. Customer. And then I think it's customer data is the name of the sheet. And you do this for the P. Next one right here is what's the name of it? Product data.
Why do we have two customers?
Yeah, because I copied it. This is product data.
Oh, so yeah, okay, I see what you're doing.
Yeah. And this
Product.
product, yeah, product. This next one, let's see. This next one is the last one. This is the store one. Yeah, this is the store one. I think we did this with the second homework. I guess he just wants you to repeat it. So this next one is store. Store data. And this next one right here is store. Don't forget the parentheses. And let's see if it works. Something happened. Let's see what happened. File not found. Let's see what happened. Which one? Number 2? Customer data. It's in line number. What happened? Customer data, okay. I'm gonna delete this one first. And then the name is the same. You have the invoice. Customer data. Yeah, that's the same one. Does it not have product data? Isn't it this guy?
Mm-hmm.
How am I not able to find that one? Product data. Yeah, that's the same name. Does it not have, let's look at it. Maybe it doesn't have the it's product data. It's right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's weird. Okay, let's see. Restart kernel. Come on, click. No such file or directory. How's that possible? It read it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why is that happening? Let's look at what you had here. Dev R. I guess we could just do, let's do that one. Let's do R. Usually you don't have to do this. That's super weird. What the heck are these? Let me. That's super weird. It was working before. I don't know why this is.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No such file or directory. The name is the same. The name is the same. Let's copy the name. It is different. It is different. There's a space. But it's like a weird space though, so that's why you have to copy it. You have to copy it. Sometimes it does that. Okay. So like for this one, what I would do is just copy the name of your file.
Which name?
The name of the files, the Excel file. So like for each one of these, copy the Excel file name. And then put that in here, because sometimes there's like a weird character, because it has to be exactly the same. Like this thing right here has to be exactly the same as the name of your file.
So it wants the original files.
It wants the original name, yeah. But then when you type it, sometimes there's like a missing character. So you probably need to copy it. There you go. They work now. So if you look at like each one of these, they're all in here. Yeah. Does that make sense? Like, what I would do is put them in the desktop and just copy this link, the way it's looked, and then like for the name of it, just copy the name of your file. Yeah.
Which name of the file? Like the original name of the file?
Yeah, like I would do what I just did here. I would just click on the name, and then make sure you have the extension, copy it, and then paste it here. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, let's move on. Next on is creating the SQL. All right, so let's look at this SQL. So this one isn't that bad. Creating a Sqlite database. You run this one already? Okay, you did. And let's just save this one because this is technically the homework. For this one, let's just say like homework 3. All right, so for this one, let's say DB. DB. The thing is, this one right here.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have this ICPS data? Like, do we have that one?
Yeah, there's something he emailed me, and he was showing it from this particular lecture.
Yeah, try look for that file. I don't know where that file is. It's like creating an SQLite database.
Okay.
This ICPS data DB. I don't know what this is. Let me just check something in this one. Just to see what.
So this is his email.
Okay.
This one right here.
Oh, what is this? Okay. That's good. But what about the ICPS data? Hmm. Let me see if we can left ID. Do we even need that one? This is your mic. Q, that Q, PD connect. He didn't show you guys how to get to this ICPS data DB. Try asking him about this, because then this is how you're supposed to connect. Like say like establish a cursor connection with the SQL. And you won't be able to create a database until you you get this guy. If we type it, it's not going to be the same link. It's like ICPS data.db. Does he talk about it in the video?
Yeah, he talked about in the video, but I don't see anything extra.
Let's take a look at that one. Where's the video that talks about this? Is it in here? This guy?
Yeah.
Because you need to establish that connection first before you.
Good afternoon. This is your instructor, David, will test it. So that's the first thing that, anyway, I will rerun it and do whatever manipulation that we are doing. So we created the database system. Then the next point is, let's just like create this cursor. This cursor is critical because it will be a medium through which we are going to communicate to our database. Every time we like to communicate, we're gonna be invoking this particular call, and we will have the connection established. So this is an important step
I know.
in the entire process of this work. So I didn't, when I copied it, I didn't take the comment with me. But anyway, I will rerun it. And now I have established my connection to the database system. I am set. I'm in business. You know, the sequence, the names, very critical. Then the next is that in the directory of my. And when I alt enter, I automatically got a database. And this database is located in the directory of my creation here. As you can see, it's called IPC. It's called ICPS. Let me enlarge it. It's called ICPS underscore data. So this particular piece is my database. You know, as we know, like there are like 100 and several different kinds of databases. In our own way, we are creating our database, and it will have all of the information, the SQL information that is. And from this point on, we're gonna be connecting to this one here and do whatever manipulation that we are doing. So we created the database system. Then the next.
Okay, I guess we could just probably create that, like using our own, let's try to do that one.
Okay.
See if that works. ICPS, that just an empty notepad. So let's create a notepad. Call it data, let's see. Notepad. All right. So this one, we'll call this Save as. Put this in the desktop. Make this ICPS data.db. All right, so let's see if this will work. Okay, and then so let's go back to this. It wants us to do the same thing. I'm gonna copy this whole thing. ICPS, ICPS underscore data.db. That's good, it worked. Okay. So you just have to create your own, I guess, in essence. And then establish cursor object, which is a tool that executes SQL code against the database. All right, so the objective for this is to just join them, right? You're supposed to join tables. Forget what we're supposed to do here. Write an SQL query that will join the invoice table and the product table and the store table. So IP and S, IP, CPS. Actually, it's all of them. Okay. And then sort ISO by product, store, and customer. Good. So my cursor is db connection cursor. Which is good. We did that one. Next thing right here is to use. Now you have to create the invoice, and this is going to be where the connection is going to be. Usually, when you create these things, you have to establish like one that's going to be a primary, and all the other ones are connected to it. So the primary one that you have to connect them into is in this case, the invoice. To create SQL shell tables that will be used against the database, which we are currently connected. So invoice data. This one is my cur.execute. And so first thing here is, I guess we can do this, is create table. I'm going to call it I. And let's see, so this one's going to be this guy, and this one's going to be this guy. All right, let's see. What did he put in here? This one seems. I guess that's how you do it. Okay, so. Okay. All right, so this first one is going to be And these ones are just what you're putting in here is you're trying to create the table, and then you need to put in the data type of each column. These are the data type for each column. Key is going to be the invoice. Okay. Foreign key. Customer ID. Oops. I think we're good. Let's see if this works. Oh, it works. That's good. There's no error. That's how you define the first one. So the next one here is put the cursor, marker to work. And then I'll probably just go over time, just till like 9 in my time, just to finish this one.
Okay.
Marker that execute to run set SQL. So I know that a lot of the syntax for this one is not too friendly.
Okay.
Yeah, the syntax for this isn't bad, but you just have to do it. The database to which we are currently connected. We are currently connected. So customer data. Customer data. So micro execute. Always that one. And you need to put in these. I think these guys are always weird. It's always, let's see if the one I have is, if that's the one. Usually it's like this guy. But only 3 of these though. It's only 3 of them. You need these ones for it to work.
Oh, okay.
But these are just apostrophe ones. So that one, and then create table. And this one's going to be for the customer one. So it's the C one, right?
Yeah, the same.
So I would probably just type in customer. The first column is in customer ID. You can confirm it if you want, but all these guys, like this customer ID, gender, age, income, family size, it's just the column name. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
You remember them, right?
Yeah, like the key identifiers.
And then like whatever you put in here is like the data type. So the customer ID is a data type. Our text is a data type. Age is an integer. Income is an integer. Family size is an integer. And when you put in like the first thing here is your primary key, which is this guy. You always connect it to the primary key. For this one, we didn't put in the primary key. We just put in invoice, store ID, text, blah, blah, blah. And then we set whatever the key is. But since you set the invoice as the primary key, you have to do this customer ID text, and then you connect it to the primary key. Same with the other ones. All right, customer ID, text, primary key, and then comma, gender, text, not full or not null. Not null means there's something in there.
Oh, okay.
That's why you always do that, not null. It's just, yeah, this is just the way SQL does it. Age, integer, and then income. You usually do it with the text. With the integer, there's always something that you don't have to do it. Only with text, you put not null. Income, integer. Family size, integer. I think that's it, really. And then let's try to run that one. And when there's no error, that means it works.
Okay.
So let's just save this. That was a lot of writing. Next one is put the cursor marker to work. Use my cur.execute to run said SQL code against the database which we are currently connected. Next one is product data. Well, same thing as usual, mycur.execute. And mycur is the one that you created, right? It's the one over here. This is the one that you created. This is your connection. That's why you're always putting mycur.execute. Mycur.execute. This is always the way I'm writing this. You should try to follow the way, like, I'm setting this up. This is how you need to set it up.
Okay.
You need to put mycur.execute and then put in these three guys. It's just easier to read if you do it this way. And then you put in create table, p suppress. So here is product. So first is this the product ID. It's a text, and then you need to connect it to the primary key, which is the invoice. That's the very first thing.
That's like the invoice.
Yeah, every time you do that, after you define that, before you define the column names, you need to put the connection. Text, not null, not null. Product type, text, not null. I'm just typing this, but usually in real time, you need to confirm the name of the column. Like for these ones, typically you have to go back and forth in Excel and confirm the name of the column. And then the next one here is region, text. I think that's it. And down to the last one. The last one here is put the cursor again. Mycur to work. And it says here use mycur.execute to run said SQL code against the database to which we are currently connected. We are currently connected. We are connected. Store data. My current execute. Same as usual. And then put in your 3 quotation marks. Make sure you only have 3 quotation marks.
So the 3 will stand for customer, product, and invoice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Create table, and this one is for this is for the set store one. And then so for store one, you always start with the ID and you connect that to the primary key. And then you type in the current or spreadsheet column names. Spreadsheet column names, text. Every time there's a text there, you need to put not null. What's the second one? Store location, text, not null. Store size, integer. If it's an integer, it doesn't matter. You don't put not null. And then run. It works. Okay, now what you want to do is transfer the invoice data from Panda to Sqlite. There's a lot of transferring. This is the name of the game. Pretty much transferring data from one place to another.
Mm-hmm.
So this one, you're going to transfer it to SQL now. Invoice data from Panda to SQLite. So how you do that, this is the syntax. So you go from your invoice to SQL, and you put in, I guess this is the name of it. So the name of the file, DB connection. This is the connection from Panda to SQL. And then if it exists, equals append. Just follow it says. That just means if it exists, you have to put, if there's already an I1,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to attach it there. If there's no I1, it's going to create it. Next one is the customer to SQL. C1, the name of the file, DB connection, where your connection is to SQL. If it exists, append, then appendix append, and index equals false. Index equals false just means that you don't want the index column to appear.
To appear or to disappear?
You don't want it to appear, so you want it to disappear. Pretty much the same thing.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. And then that's the name of the file in the SQL. This is the connection. This index. You can make the index appear if you want. You just have to make it true. For the most part, it doesn't really mean anything. That's like, it's just like the number of rows that you have.
Okay.
SQL, so it's meaningless. S1 DB connection if exists, and then like for the most part, when I do the code, I like to rewrite things because then it's muscle memory. Like if you're just like gonna copy and paste it, you won't learn anything.
You won't learn anything, and you can't remember anything.
Yeah.
How to do it?
That's the point of code. Okay, let's see if it works. This asterisk right there. Did you see the asterisk?
Mm-hmm.
The asterisk means it's still loading. Once there's a number, that means it's done. Okay, let's see if it works. So now we're gonna print it.
Okay.
Let's print invoice. Why is this? I have this weird keyboard that it's like off. Print invoice SQL data PD. So this is the syntax. PD read SQL, and then you have to do select. And then you do this asterisk, and then from, and I1 is the name of the invoice one, right? In SQL though, right? I1 is the invoice SQL, and then limit 10. When it says 10, I'm thinking that when it says 10, it's just you're just gonna show 10 different things, 10 different rows. But let's see. I forget. It's been a while. Yeah, so it's just gonna show 10. So if you limit this to like 5, if you limit to like 5, it's gonna show 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But just look at the, like, what I want you to do is like look at the syntax. The syntax is the thing that matters. So like when you're transferring from pandas to SQL, you do to SQL. And these are, remember you transferred it from Excel to pandas, and these are the variables that you use. And then now you're transferring it from pandas to SQL. And then you're reading it back using pandas. So panda read SQL. Now it's an SQL, now you can actually read it back. And then this is what's the SQL. Okay. Next one is I wanna print out. Usually when I do this kind of thing, let's see if this works. Because like sometimes when you're doing, sometimes when you're doing pd.read, it only does it once. But if you print it like this, you can print multiple things.
Okay.
Because if you just do pd.read, it will only print the last one. Print customer SQL data. So let's print, just put everything in print so that you can, the outputs both of them, select, and everything is boilerplate. It's gonna be the same. The only thing that changes here is this guy, C1. Yeah, that's the only thing that changes, right? And then this 5 right here is how many rows that shows up that you want. I like to limit them because so I can it's very concise. So as you can see, this is the other one, right? Customer ID. And let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see, what was the other one? Let me actually order this differently so I know. Yeah, so this top part right here, this guy, the 5 rows is the first one. And the second one, let me see if I can do something with this. 2 frame. I won't allow you to do that. Yeah, so I'll just do it this way. Can you read this one? It's kind of hard to see, but like the first one here, it gives you this thing because it's too long, but it continues. These are the column names, right? And it continues.
What is this for, the backslash?
The backslash is because it's too long. Like this part right here is still the first one right here. It's still the first one, the invoice. And then you can tell because I changed the number of rows that appears. And then there's 5 here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the second one is there's 6. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is the second one.
Oh, okay. So the first one is long. Yeah.
And then let's look at the other guys. So print ICPS. So the next guy is this product, right? SQL data, I think, yeah. And then so print again pd.read SQL, and then the syntax is everything is the same. The only thing that changes is the name of your SQL database or data frame. And this time it's P1. And this number right here shows you how many shows up. So let's limit it to 3. And then you need to give it the source of your connection. And then I'm not going to output it. I'm just going to print the other one. And output SQL data. We already know the syntax. I just want to type all of them now. So same thing. Everything is the same, except for the name of the data, which is S1. Limit. This just tells you how many rows. And you need to establish the connection. And then print all of them now. And that's all of them, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so I printed all of them. So the next thing here is doing the join. So the thing is, this might be different, but he wants you to join the all 4 of them.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see, product, invoice with store. So store aggregate unit by customer. It's a table with store, join item with store aggregate unit by customer. And he wants you to sort it by sort it. Let me see. Left join I table with store aggregate unit by store. Order, it says order. So this is the one that you want. Order. Yeah, this is the one by 3 variables. It says they're join aggregate by 3 variables. Let me think. The other one was only 2 variables. I1, S1. I1 product name, order name, store. Let me see. Because he wants you store. So it says product, store name. From I1, left join S1 on I1 store ID, store group by, name order by. Because this one, he wants you to order this by sort by product ID, store ID, and customer ID. So order by all of them. So what I'm thinking is I would probably join them one by one.
Okay.
So let's just start with one first. The left is name this guy's unit ISUPA. I wonder what this means.
I don't know.
So let me see. He did. I know there's an easier way of doing this. S1 on I1. So he's joining both the store and the invoice. But that's it. He didn't join he didn't join the other ones. It's just the store and the invoice.
Is that the ISUPA thing?
Yeah. Let me see. Left join. Three databases. Let me check. Let me see. Select. Left join, and then these are the usually when you join them, it takes a while. Let me just remind myself.
Okay, gotcha.
So select users.name as user products.name. So I know if I remember, you can join only 2 things, and you have to join them one at a time.
Okay, and then once you're done, it's when you can combine all.
Yeah. Let me see. select and join T1. Because all of them have something in common, right? If you look at this guy, so the first one right here has product ID. Okay. So this guy can be joined. So customer ID is also on this guy. Okay, that can be joined. And store ID. Okay, so you could join those. Put that on a table. So let me just type something and see what happens. So first one here is select. So the merge database one. What I'm going to merge is the okay, let's look at this. Invoice table store. So this one I'm going to join the invoice with the customer. I1 dot customer ID comma then the guy, the customer ID has left join on. Why is he joining this on product? Oh, he's joining this on product. I thought he wanted to do this in store, but that's weird. I thought he wanted this to in store, but he's actually joining this in product. That's weird. Okay, product ID. So I'm gonna join this in customer ID. Yeah, customer ID. And from there, go to invoice one, left join C1 on I1 customer ID. Customer ID equals C1 dot customer ID, and then that's when you end it with this guy. Let's see. So that one actually worked. That's good. So let's see. Merge DB1. If you want to print it, printing it would be my execute. So printing in SQL is a little bit different than printing just a Panda data frame. You have to like follow a certain syntax, which is a little weird, but you just have to go with it. So after you create the merged data frame in SQL, you do this, and then you do like I guess I'll just say like our merge db1 result. Probably change this to like Let's see, merge one result db1 equals my cur fetch all and for x and result db.1 print x. All right, something happened. Let's see. So my cur execute merge db. Okay. You're from, okay, so from I1. Oh, you don't need the comma right here. No comma there. Okay, something will happen here. Dot. I guess that does a lot of syntax. There you go. So which one did you? Let me think. Let's actually follow what it says here and see what they get. I1 customer ID, comma, product. Product ID, comma. P1 from I1 left join P1 on I1 product ID. This next one is product.
Product appearing twice there.
Yeah, that right there, customer, the other one is P1. That's where you're gonna match it.
Okay. Oh,
You're-
that one is
Because
P1.
they have to match that where you're gonna merge them. I1, ID, P1, C1. This is P1, P1. P1 equals to ID, P1, the product. Okay, on I1. Let's look at this. So left join invoice table with store. Okay. Let's see if it worked. So if you look over here, C105, that's from the I1 customer ID. Okay. And then the next one is product I1 product ID. Product ID. And the next one right here is product ID. This is this guy.
Mm-hmm.
But he wants you guys to join all of the files, right? Like all the columns, right?
Right.
Why is that? Left join invoice with store. That's not something what I would do. I would probably put them together. Let me see. Name. Well, you can just put in as many names as you want. That's one way I would do it. So like as many, like if you were to join the first one, right? I would probably just put in unit, invoice price. So like, you know, the U1 unit. Another way of doing this is if I me just go down here. So you have, let me see, I dot unique. Can you do this? But you could do this. I dot I gives you all these guys. So data column. And you want this as a list, okay. Okay, so that's okay. So the next one, less of the C columns. All right, good. That's what we want. So I would probably, like, you know, after knowing all the column names, I would probably just put them all in here.
Okay.
The invoice. The next one right here is, and then put in the store ID. I don't know why he's doing it this way. Like, I just don't like the way. Does it sound familiar for you? Like, does it show this? Like in the video? Because like the way he wants you guys to do this, does he want you to output it like this? Or like does he want it to be a data frame? Like this guy?
I think I remember seeing that last time, but
This thing?
yeah, like the first one.
This one, yeah. But then what about this one right here on the bottom? Because like that's what he's showing you here.
Okay, then that's what we're gonna do.
But it looks ugly though.
Well, no, we can't help with that.
Like if you look at this, like this looks uglier than this guy, right?
Yeah, this is very cute.
Like I honestly, and this is confusing.
Yeah, it's pretty long too.
I don't know why he wants you to. Let me see. Maybe there's a different way. Result DB1. Yeah, you could just print result DB1. It's so not good. Okay, I guess that's the way he wants it. We'll do it that way. Okay. It doesn't even have the column name. That's the issue. Like, you look at this, you don't know what this is, yeah?
Yeah, you can tell what it is.
You don't know what that is. That's why I don't like it, because it's confusing. Well, okay, well, we'll just do it that way. So I guess we'll stride ahead. Product ID. Because like, is that really what? Let me reread what it says. It says write an SQL query that will join the invoice table, customer table, in the store table together. That seems like what it is, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
You have to join all 4 of them, and then they're all going to be confusing like this.
It's crazy.
And I don't want to repeat the data, so how can I not? Because like if you put them together, they're going to repeat it.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
You see it? They're repeated right here.
Mm-hmm. Because I can see like the 928 thing product, it's like multiple times in 23 too.
But what if I don't put this guy in there? What if I don't put that guy? And let's just print it. Okay, that's good. So I printed the invoice, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Because if you print I, and I want only the first 5, it's this guy, right? It's
Mm-hmm.
printing this guy, and then this guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then this guy. Okay, so we're good. Then the next one here, because I don't want to repeat it, is I1 customer ID. Next one here is I1.date. Unity unit I1.price I1.promotion promotion promotion to 1. I1.index index 1. I1.index 2. I think that's it. And the other one is something that, so customer ID, I'm not going to repeat that one, but I will put in P1 dot gender. You see what I'm doing here?
Mm-hmm.
It makes sense what I'm doing. I'm going to use not product, but customer. So customer. Does customer have product ID? Customer has only customer ID. So it has to be customer ID. Customer ID C1 dot age C1 dot the next column income C1 dot family size. I think that's it for this guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that works. And let's just take a look at, I want to take this guy. Let's take a look at, I think maybe we could just put them together. This one, let's just put a name on this. This one, merge invoice and customer data frames. There's no column C1 gender. I thought there was one. I1 merge DB my C1 gender. I thought there is a C1 gender. Customer right here. Gender is right here.
Mm-hmm.
What happened? Customer ID, gender not known. C1 and C1 gender dot known. What is it? There's always some issue. Okay. So that one actually works. You just have to, I guess you have to separate them. Oh, something's happening. How come it works up here, but it doesn't work on the bottom? So my cur merge DB. Result DB my cur to fetch all. And that's not C1. We take this guy out. Doesn't make sense though. No column C1 that age, but there is. That means something is going on with C1. C1 the gender. Let me think. Oh, that's why. Crazy. C1 right here. There you go. I guess that's what they want you, yeah. But this is it right here.
Okay.
And let's see, what is the shape of this guy? Can you only show? So this one, so this first one right here. Is everything. So this first one, just to interpret it, this first one is, or this guy is a 1001 all the way down. So this guy is this guy right here, right? And then like when you merge it, this is the first row. This is the first row, and this one right here is the family size. This guy.
Mm-hmm.
That guy. Okay. And okay, so next thing now. This is not output it, but next thing is merging it to the other one. So now we have IC, now we have to merge it to the customer to product frame. This will be the second one. Okay, so let's see. So the second one will be wondering if we can. Let me see if we can do this one. So merge DB. Okay, this merge DB1 on B. Save this one where it's B1 dot product ID. So how else would you do this one if you can? Let me see. Another way you could do this is joining them prior to putting it here. So yeah, you could do it beforehand. So let's see. If you do it here, and then maybe you could merge it here. Merge ICPS invoice. If you merge, I don't think there's a way for you to merge it in the SQL. So if you did it here, it would be, you have to use merge somehow. Okay, let's see, PD. And C. And so when we do that, then let's make that equal. I see. And let's merge that in. Oh, yeah. Equal. Let's see, inner. Actually, no, there's a left one. Let's just do left. Let's see, this customer ID. Okay. Or let's sort them later on. Let's do that. See, so how is left? Okay. On. Let's just put on. Okay, that's good. So on customer ID, and let's actually print it. Okay, so customer ID should be similar to the one that you had before. Okay, good. So gender, age, income, family size. And so ICP would be pd.merge IC would be on. Let's put product ID. ICPS equals pd.merge ICP with S on. What's that thing? Store ID. I think store ID. Yeah, store ID. Okay, so this one works. You can probably do it this way, which is easier. So it's all merged on ICPS. By product ID, store, and customer. So you want to sort them by product, store, and customer. Okay. Product, store, and customer. So the first one is product. You have to use sort values. Let's see. So ICPS, let's sort values by let's see, the first one is going to be product ID. Product ID, store ID, store ID. Next one's going to be customer ID. And that should be good. And then now let's put that in ICPS. So product ID, good. And then store ID, and then customer ID. Okay, that works. And so now, like, since they're sorted, you could technically put them in SQL. I think that would be a better pathway. So let's see. Instead of creating these separate tables, you should probably just create the ICPS table. All right, so let's see. I1 DB SQL I1. Actually, let's try this. Oh, good. Okay. ICPS. Oh, good. It worked. So instead of the other way, we could just use pandas to sort it, and then after that SQL it, transfer it to SQL. So after that, invoice to customer, and you would print it. You would just print it. So to print it, just do this last part right here. Actually, this is the one already. You might as well just use this. I don't think you guys need to run this SQL code. Yeah, you don't need to do this last part. It's just this guy. Let me just clean this up. So you have maybe like 100 of these things. Let's it like this. Here you go. This looks better. And then you don't need these guys. Let me see. You need DB to connect. Okay, let's see if everything runs. Perfect, it runs. And then so I think that's the only thing. You don't actually have to do everything else. That was just if you wanted to test, like what he did in class. So ICPS by product, yeah, we can just call this ICPS, which we did. Join the inner and which is this guy. Okay. Is there another besides this one or the homework 3 where you have to write a code?
Okay, so did we do number 2?
We did number 2, yeah. Oh, I sent you something.
Oh yeah, that's the one I heard. That was for number 1. Was that the second website?
The second website, yeah, is number 2.
Second
Right.
website, number 2. Okay.
Try to look back at what we need to cover. If there's anything else in there.
Okay, and number 4?
Yeah, let me see what is number 4.
Mm-hmm.
Which one is number 4?
Number 4, let's do. I can go down here. Next. This one. Let me just use this one. Why is it running slowly?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Let's see. So that one you can paste in here. And number 4, write a query that joins the 4 tables and compute the average price and total customer counts by product and gender. Yeah, we could do that one. There's so you already have the tables already, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then they compute the average price and total units by product and gender. For that one, all you have to do is, if you refer back to, so it says here the average price, it'll be this guy right here.
I'm not seeing.
On this guy right here, the average price.
It's the one on left, join okay.
Yeah. So for this one, you could use I think just use this on average as price, and then total units and customer counts by product and gender. Let me see if there's another one. Okay, you already did this one. Okay, let's do number 4 quickly. Write a query that joins the 4. You already did that, and then compute the average price, which is that one. Total units, which is the sum of units, the customer counts by product and gender. Customer counts. Let me see. Compute the average price, the total units, and the customer count. How do you do customer counts by product and gender? So customer counts by product and gender. Okay, let's go back to this. Down here. And so, Let's see if this will work. So let's see the ICPS, the modified, I guess, and then oops, select. Or let's do average first. Average. Which one does he want? Average of the average price. Price. Okay, price. ICPS price as price average, the name of the column. And from join them, but okay, good. Let's say from store name, store ID, product name. PS mod, PS mod. I guess you do have to create this. Let's see. Let's see. So this one. Okay, the next one. Gender leads text. No. Age is integer. Income integer. Size integer. Ooh, it is before date. Invoice store ID go product ID. Invoice store product customer. So one is family size. Product name. No. Product type. No. There's no region. Okay. Product type. Store name. Store name. Text null. Store location. Store size. All right, so let's see. This is the first one. Primary key. It's not invoice. It's a say invoice. Micro is not defined. Let me see. Micro. Oh, micro equals dd.cursor. There you go. So you have micro. That's good. Then I think you can use this now. Let's see. So ICA is price. How's this guy? Okay. Let's see. So you have to do all of them. Let's see. So you did that, and then ICPS 1. say this uninstall. Let's see, why is, so no ICBS invoice, okay. Let's see. Okay. Okay, we'll do it the old-fashioned way. We'll just do it in pandas again.
Oh,
And after you do that, then you just output it in SQL. So okay, so he wants you to do the, yeah, we'll do it in pandas. So which is going to be this guy. Let's copy this. What do they say? Average. I just want that. Okay, so in here, average price, total units. What was the other one? Customer counts by product and gender.
customer by product and gender.
Okay, so is that, I think that's a total one. Let me see. So customer counts by product. Maybe it's like, okay, so by product. This part, sorry, separate. So let's say customer by product and customer counts by gender. All right, so those are probably, is that just a number? And compute, yeah, it is just a number. Compute the average price. Okay. So from that, our data frame is ICPS. Let's see. So you want the price dot mean. Okay, so that's the price dot mean.
What does the F stand for?
It just makes it into like the function here turns it into a string.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just a shortcut. There's another way of doing it, but this is a shortcut. So this one, total units equals ICPS. Is there a unit? Yeah, as far as our units. Okay, units. The sum. I think that's the one. Or is it just unit? It is unit. Okay, that works. Print. The unit count is, let's see, so it's the total units. Total customer counts by product. So let's see, what does he mean by that? Customer counts by product. Yeah, you have to sort them by product ID, I'm guessing. Product type or product ID? Customer count by product.
So we use the by product, so that would be product count.
Yeah, but then there's like product name and then product type. I think it means product ID, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do that one. So first thing you do with that one is to do, let's see. It's kind of like a group by, but using Python. So if you do, let's see this one. Okay, so let's do this here. So ICPS, and then the one that you want is you want total count of product ID. Let's see, product ID. The invoice is going to be different for each one, yeah? So the invoice should be different for each one. So invoice. And then the product ID. And group by. The invoice, the number of, by the product ID, count. So there we go. Product ID invoice. So the invoice should be unique for each one, I believe.
Okay.
That makes sense, right? I mean, that's what an invoice is.
Right.
There can't be like two same ones. So this is what they want because it says customer count by product ID. Product, right? Here's the different products, and here's the customer count. Customer. Let me think. Is that the one? Because there's also a customer ID, right?
Yeah, there's a customer ID. Then there is.
Let me think. Maybe it's customer ID is the one that you want.
Customer
There you
by
go.
product.
It's pretty much the same thing, almost. So customer count per product. This is the one. Customer count per product. Yeah. Okay.
Customer count
Per product, right? By product, it says customer count by product.
by product.
Yeah. So customer count by product. So that works. And then so the next one is let's see, ICPS is another one, the customer count by gender, right? So here you go, gender, group by. This one is going to be gender, and you want to count that. And I want to print them. I don't want to print them only one by one. Print them. There you go. That works, right?
Okay, so that's by gender, customer ID by gender,
Customer count by gender, yeah.
customer count by gender.
So I think that's it, right?
Okay.
So let's see. I think you're supposed to do this after the SQL, though. Let me see if that's. So if after you create the SQL, which is this guy. Let's see if I can even do it for this guy. So what if we place this into a new data frame? ICPS SQL equals this guy. And ICPS SQL. And then what if I change this to ICPS SQL? ICPS SQL. It works. That's good.
So it is SQL, it is this same Jupyter?
Yeah, like this right here is the SQL version of it.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a lot of like passing around here, I know.
Well, I was expecting something else, something new.
Like when you're because when you're reading this, like PD read SQL, this command is an SQL command. And then when you
so it is embedded in this SQL thing.
Yeah, the SQL is it's somewhere else, but you passed it in Jupyter though.
Oh, that's what they mean, because I've read about it like that. What did you say? But
Yeah, it's just passing things around.
Yeah, I didn't know this is how it looks. I was expecting something completely new that I have to download.
There's another SQL though, like what you're referring to. I'm actually talking to someone about that one. That like it's like PG admin or like MySQL. That's the SQL. But this is this is SQL in Jupyter.
Okay, so this is the one in Jupyter, or if you're using another program.
Yeah.
Programming tool, then it's gonna be SQL, that kind of thing.
Yeah, let me see.
Okay, makes sense now.
How come this thing actually increased, which is weird? Why did this increase? Compared to the other one, the numbers are different.
The numbers are different.
Is there a double? I'm almost thinking if maybe there's a double. let me just enlarge this. So let's see, there's gender here, right? And what's the size of this guy? Maybe that's the one we need to see. Because there should be the same, it should be the same exact. Should be the same exact thing. So there's 300 things in here. In the ICPS, there's 100. That's shape 0. There's 100. Well, how come that doesn't make sense? Let me see. So why is it 3 times as much?
Yeah.
There's 300.
300 rows. Mm-hmm.
What happened? ICPS to SQL, which I did pass the test, ICPS 1. There's more than that's weird. Product name, ICPS.sort, which you passed in there, which is good. And then you did this guy. Maybe we have to rename this. Let's actually rename this one.
Okay.
Maybe there's like so many things in there already. Let's see, this guy. Two. Okay, let's do that. Now they added more rows. You added more rows there.
Now it's up to 400.
Yeah, I think it's purely because of this guy, this append. If it exists, append. That's the reason why. If it exists, append, but I don't want to append it. Let's see if you can delete it, replace. Maybe it's replace. I remember if so. It's to SQL. If exists, I think there's one where you can replace it. That's the reason why, because it says append right here.
Oh, okay. That's to replace it.
So if append means that it's gonna add to it. It's gonna add to it.
Oh, okay. That's for adding.
Yeah. It's gonna add to it, but we want to replace it. We want to replace it.
So is that then updating something?
So it's gonna replace the whole thing, and then
Oh.
now we have 100 rows. And then when we do this, it should be the same. And when you check the size, it's the same size. Good. It works.
Works.
It should be the same. It shouldn't be like different, right? You're just passing it from pandas to SQL.
So it should have remained exactly the same.
Yeah, this is pretty much done. Okay. So to answer that, just look at this: the average price, total unit count, product ID, customer account per product, customer account per gender. I think that's it, right?
Okay. Yeah.
All right. I actually went overtime, so I'm gonna go because like I have to do more things.
Yeah, I know. Thank you so much.
Okay. All right. Have a good one. And
Okay.
send me your homework for your next one.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot it out tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right,
that
have a
was
good-
work on this homework and then send it out.
Okay. Have a good week.
You as well. Thank you so much.
Nice.